Okay, we're here again with Jerry Ward, BIO-S3 Training, Internet Authority.
Internet Authority, it sounds so fun.
So Jerry, do you believe protein denatures when it's cooked at, especially at a high temperature or for a prolonged time, the act of cooking protein?
I think it does, yes. I think that everything that we do nowadays, we freeze it and then reheat it and we cook it. I think it denatures some of the protein. I do think that also, and this has been a question too, that protein powders, if you heat them, a lot of people in the fitness industry in general love to do their oatmeal with protein powder in the morning. They love it. So what they like to do is just basically throw the protein powder and oatmeal with some water, stir it up, then they throw it in the microwave, warm it up. Some people like to make the oatmeal first and dump it in there, stir it up. I don't know if that heat actually denatures it just from being warm, but I think the microwave actually does. And there's a lot of people now cooking with whey proteins. Now, I can't remember the name of the company. There was a company that had one out that was specifically for cooking that didn't denature when you cooked with it. You could bake with it, you could add it to any foods, and I don't remember what was different about it. It was a plain flavored one that you could actually make like muffins and stuff with, but I think most of the foods nowadays, and I think that's not just with protein, I think that's with anything. I think vegetables nowadays, not necessarily nowadays, but vegetables, anything when you're heating it and cooking it, it changes the molecular structure. I mean, onions actually go from being, non-starchy, they start to caramelize and turn into sugary type carbs just by heating them. Corn's the same way. If you eat the corn raw, it has a different effect than when you cook it, it turns into more sugary. So it just depends on, like I guess how long you cook them for, stuff like that. But any of the foods, I feel something changes them molecularly that, affected the way they're absorbed.
So I know you and I, we both have sushi, and do you think?
Absolutely, yeah.
Not as everyday kind of meal, but I mean, is a a better nutritional profile with the raw fish as opposed to the cooked fish?
Well, I think anything in its purest form is better. Period. I think that vitamin-wise, if you can eat raw vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, they're going to be better than if it was cooked vegetables or steamed vegetables or something like that. And I guess that would go for the raw meats too. But there's not many meats that you can eat raw. You're not going to eat raw chicken. You're going to get salmonella poisoning and drop dead, or feel like you were going to die, or hope that you die when you have it. Or like some people eat steak tartare, which is like the raw beef.
It's not bad. Yeah.
I had a friend who actually ate, because his uncle had told him this, and I'm not sure where it came from. His uncle told him that raw ground beef works better than cooked beef. So he ate those tubes, like those big tubes of beef at the.
Yeah.
He put like bacon salt on it and ate that out of that, and he
didn't get sick. No, okay,
which
wow.
is weird, So obviously his body can handle it, but I probably wouldn't suggest doing that because you're going to get sick probably. But anything in the most natural, purest form is going to have the most amount of nutrition in it. Period. Once you start cooking it and freezing it and reheating it and stuff, it loses nutritional value pretty quick.
Okay, so thanks again, Jerry Ward, and we're...
This is the don't heat it before you eat it bicep, and we're out.